Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat had another convincing win Tuesday night as they beat the Dallas Mavericks 125-110. Tyler Herro led the scoring for Miami with 25 points coming off the bench. The Heat had 4 players with over 20 points. Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Kyle Lowry, and Tyler Herro. Miami is now 6-1 to start the season. Luka Doncic had a season-high 33 points for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson also added a season-high 25 points in his first start of the season. Although Miami won the game by 15 points, it wasn't an easy win. Miami led 97-81 with 2:12 to play in the third quarter when Dallas began a run. The Mavericks pulled within 6 points as they trailed 101-95 early in the fourth. The Heat were able to contain the run and finish off for the victory. Dallas will look to bounce back from the sound of things. Kristaps Porzingis is coming back soon. He will be a nice addition to the team. Miami has looked impressive to start the season, and there's no denying they're going to be a tough team to beat come playoff time. They have one of the best defenses in the NBA, and defense wins championships. The Heat are looking to get back to the finals for the second time in the past 3 years. It will be tough to play this well all season, but right now the Heat have played like the best team in the NBA. All right, I specifically wanted to talk about this game really briefly because the Miami Heat are just one of those teams. I feel like they're one of the outside favorites to win the chip. And with all of the drama going on in the NBA, with the Ben Simmons issue, with Kyrie Irving, with the Lakers drama, with the, with just the Brooklyn Nets struggling, even teams like the Phoenix Suns struggling, that's all outshined what the Miami Heat are quietly doing in the Eastern Conference right now. They've had a great start to the season, and they've got another great win tonight against the Dallas Mavericks. And what I like about this Miami Heat team is the balanced attack, with Jimmy Butler dropping 23, 6 and 6, Bam Adebayo with 22, Kyle Lowry with 22, Tyler Herro 25. Even Dwayne Dedmon comes off the bench and gives 10 points. PJ Tucker still giving the same tenacious defense. Duncan Robinson is still able to make plays here and there. Even vets like Marcus Morris, he's also given a solid contribution for this team as well. They have a lot of length, and this Miami Heat team, this is a Miami Heat team that's playing great basketball, and they still don't have Victor Oladipo back. What can this lineup look like if Victor Oladipo can come back healthy, playing at least somewhat like we know he can play when maybe he was in Indiana or OKC, just depending on what he can come back and do. We know he's going to be coming back with a vengeance. All right, he's looking to get paid this summer. So when he comes back, he's going to have to play some great basketball. So are the Miami Heat, are they not getting enough credit? That's the biggest question right there. Are they not getting enough credit? When we look at this game right here, again, basically controlling the game from start to finish. They had a big second quarter where they scored 46 points, and then they were just able to maintain and hold the fort down throughout the second half, sustain all of those Dallas runs. Now, Dallas was without Kristaps Porzingis tonight, so they were a bit shorthanded. But again, the Miami Heat are making light work of almost everybody that they play. Where do you guys have the Miami Heat falling this year? Because my prediction out of the East was Brooklyn, Chicago, Eastern Conference Finals. But the way things are looking in the East right now, it could potentially be a Miami-Chicago Eastern Conference Final, with those two teams right now looking like two of the best teams in the NBA. If not the two best teams in the NBA, as we've seen a lot of the other teams, like the Lakers, like the Suns, even the Nuggets, a lot of these other teams that we expected to be right there in the mix have faltered. This early success can be tricky. It can be tricky to judge because we've seen a lot of teams similar to last year, like the Charlotte Hornets, jump off the hot starts and then they cool off and things kind of balance themselves out. Even the Cleveland Cavaliers started the season off kind of hot, up there in the standings, looked like a lot of promise, but then they started to falter as the season waned on. So again, where do you guys project for the Miami Heat? Is this roster built to win a championship. And as one of the topics that I brought up in one of my live streams, have other teams in the NBA now caught up and found a formula on how to combat the super teams? Every team that we've seen that's been able to have staying power to go up against these teams with big threes, as we describe them, teams like the Miami Heat, is this the secret formula to beating those super teams? And will we see teams go away from trying to stack the top of their roster with superstars and then just kind of fill out the rest of the roster with fringe guys and older vets like we saw the Lakers are doing this year? And we see the struggles that the Lakers are having. Miami went with a different strategy. They went for balance, they went for depth, and they went for as much star power as possible, as also loading up on a lot of defense. Kyle Lowry, one of the best defensive guards in the league. Bam Adebayo, PJ Tucker. Obviously, we know what Jimmy Butler can do defensively, but when you look to the bench, you got Morris, you got Didman, you got Gabriel Vincent, you got a lot, and then Tyler Herro's he's on a tear right now. Obviously, he was thrown in a lot of trade talks last year. Now he's playing out of his mind. He's also playing defense. It's Miami Heat team again, and I have to even admit myself, I kind of overlooked them, and I overlooked how good they could potentially be. And again, they're already this good without Victor Oladipo. If they can find a way to incorporate him in, and they're bringing another star into the fold who may start off coming off the bench, but ultimately a starter by playoff time if he can be fully healthy, I think this Miami Heat team could be, next to the Bulls, one of the deepest teams in the NBA, and maybe the 1, 2, or 3 teams that are favored to win the chip this year. But you guys, let me know what you think about the Miami Heat, man. We got a lot to talk about when we go live again. A lot of hot topics, a lot of conversations. Remember, we are getting back to basketball. It seems like over the last few days, the focus has shifted to some of the drama and some of the beefs and just some of the silliness, man. This is a sports channel. It's called FYF Sports Debates. And again, that's what we do here. We debate, all right? It's not for the faint of heart, all right? If you don't have the intestinal fortitude and the discipline to sit in the debate and be able to go back and forth with another man in a head-to-head debate, maybe this platform is not for you. But that's how we do things here at FYF Sports. But salute to the Miami Heat. Another big win. We'll be back with more sports and news later. Check out our live streams. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure you follow us. Also, subscribe here on YouTube. I'm assuming we've already hit 30,000 subs. So our next live stream is going to be to celebrate that. So again, salute to you guys for making it happen. Salute to you guys for making it happen. This channel is nothing without you guys. Big props to you guys. Salute for all the contributions to the channel as we are trying to set up our FYF Sports Community Basketball event. Remember, like I said, we have some additional costs now with additional COVID protocols that we need to have in place to even run the event. So we're still looking to hit that goal as well. But again, I expect us to be there and be ready to go on January 29th and 30th in Indianapolis, Indiana. If you want to participate on the boxing matches on Saturday or in the basketball game on Sunday, hit us up, business@fyfsports.com. You can email us, business@fyfsports.com. Let us know you want to participate, and we can get you signed up to play. Hey, it's FYF Sports, man. It's another great podcast episode. We'll be back with more sports and news. And until then, it's FYF Sports.